Myra, how's it going?
Not very good right now.
So tell us why we're here right now and why it is that Francis is here right now.
Well, about 2 weeks ago, my husband and I went to one of our favorite restaurants in Hollywood, Shintaro, where we're like 2 or 3 times a week, and we always tweet that we're there like all the time. And we went into the restaurant, we waited for the waitress to take us to our table. And when we approached our table, we realized that Pauley Perrette, his ex, and her boyfriend were sitting at a table right next to where they were going to sit us. And immediately when we saw her, we started walking away. We have no intention of being anywhere close to her, and we would absolutely not want to sit and dine next to her. As we were leaving, her boyfriend got up and threatened my husband. So he took a picture of that. And we left the restaurant. And then a normal person in that situation would simply leave it, not call the police, not call the media, but that's what she does. She goes to places that she knows we're going to be at, or that she thinks we're going to be at, so that she can call the cops and call the media and have him portrayed as her stalker, which is absolutely not true. I'm his wife. I'm with him every single day since I met him, and he has absolutely no interest in being anywhere near her.
So did you guys tweet that you were going to that restaurant that day?
We didn't tweet that we were going to the restaurant that night. That's a misrepresentation of the media. But we tweet that we're there all the time, and there's tweets saying we're there 2 to 3 times a week. So she knows it's a place where we can be at any time, you know?
And what happened today?
Well, today what happened was my husband was calling the Hollywood police station to ask about the police report that he filed regarding the case, and also because he's been getting millions of death threats from NCIS fans because Pauley Perrette tweeted that she was leaving the show NCIS, the #1 show in the world, because of her stalker. And she knows that by tweeting that, millions and millions of people would want to kill him or hurt him. So we called the cops about that situation. They told us to come down to the station, and when we got here, he was arrested.
So you guys actually came to enlist the police's help regarding death threats, and then they arrested him here.
We've been very frightened. We've been just a mess lately dealing with this.
So he basically walked into being arrested.
Yeah.
So do you have these death threats that you're talking about on Twitter?
Right here.
Can we take a look at those?
Yep. Here's some examples.
Some say violence begets violence, but your stalker needs to become fixated with something else, like, say, learning to walk again. A bullet between the eyes will stop a stalker, just saying, but stay safe and protect yourself. Too bad Gibbs isn't real, but I think I speak for every NCIS fan when I say we'd kill your stalker if he took you away. Stalker, leave Pauley P alone or you will have Gibbs and NCIS fans getting you. Any and all stalkers should have to meet Smith & Wesson and his 357 friends. That's 357 friends.
Anyway, there's thousands and thousands of these. These are just an example of what we've been dealing with, and we asked the police to do something about it because we're basically walking around in fear every single day.
Okay. And
that's what happened. Instead, they arrested him.
So, and you guys had a hearing scheduled for April 23rd to face off in court.
Yes.
And so, you know, everybody...
We will see what happens now, yes.
Okay. Alrighty, thank you. Thank you, Myra.
Tweets is the reason they did that. I mean, honestly, how do you feel about that?
I don't know what you mean because of the tweets, but it's not a misunderstanding. Pauley Perrette has been harassing my wife and I for years. This is just another example. I look forward to April 23rd when Pauley Perrette will be cross-examined in public open court, and it will be shown that she lied to get a restraining order so that she can follow my wife and I to where she knows that we're going to be, so that she can call the police and the media.
So, I mean... and
that's exactly what happened in this case.
You're waiting for your day in court, pretty much.
I'm waiting to see Pauley Perrette cross-examined in public open court. Well, it will be shown, exactly as I just said.
Yeah.
It will be shown that she lied to get a restraining order so that she can continue to follow my wife and I around. And when she finds us, and she goes to places she knows that we're going to be, and when she finds us, she calls the cops and the media. And that's what happened this time. She went to our favorite restaurant. Pauley Perrette showed up at our favorite restaurant and started causing trouble. Okay. My wife and I are happily married. We want nothing to do with her, and she won't leave us alone.
Well, here's the last question. Do you feel that you would possibly take out a restraining order against her?
Yes. She absolutely. She knows that we're gonna be filing a restraining order against her, and she claims she needs one against me and my wife. However, and here's where the truth really comes out. My attorney has offered, and I feel so strongly about this, I voluntarily offered to voluntarily sign a mutual stay away order with Pauley Perrette if she also signed it. Pauley Perrette refuses to agree to stay away from my wife and I. And I think that sort of sums it all up right there.
Yeah, pretty much
she's jealous of your hot girl, man.
Pretty much, that might be it. It might be that she's jealous, bro.
So can you tell us what happened at the restaurant?
At the restaurant, my wife and I went to our favorite restaurant, as we always do, as we tweet we always do. And Pauley Perrette knows that's where to find us, and she went there and started trouble.
All right.
And you can find out the rest on April 23rd when she's cross-examined in public open court. Any of you can show up.
I'm going to follow you. Do you guys want me to follow you? Or? Okay.
All right, you guys. Well, Coyote, man, I hope you guys.
Another question you might ask yourself is, why did Pauley Perrette just announce that she's leaving NCIS, the #1 show in the country? Pauley Perrette just announced on Twitter that she's leaving NCIS because of me. And I'm getting death threats from NCIS fans from all over the world, which is an extreme form of harassment. Being instigated by Pauley Perrette, who's lying and manipulating these NCIS fans to do her dirty work for her. I guarantee you she's not leaving the show, but she's telling her fans
in order to...
So that I'm getting death threats.
Now, isn't that the reason why you actually came to this police station right now?
I filed a police report against her, yes.
About the death threats?
These death threats, yes.
On Twitter?
She announced she's leaving NCIS on Twitter.
And these are death threats you're getting on Twitter, right?
And I'm getting them from all over the world, yes.
All right.
Can you elaborate on what it is that these death threats are saying?
Well, you'll probably hear more about that April 23rd.
Okay.
Well, anyways, Coyote, man, I hope it all works out for you and your wife, lovely wife.
Thank you. This is my wife, May, by the way.
May, how's it going, May?
Well, better now, for sure.
Okay, definitely.
It's been a hard day.
Do you think they'll make an NCIS episode out of this?
They would have to change the names. They would have to change the names.
Anyways, good luck, man. All right, you guys, thank you for your time, man. Have a good night, you guys. Peace.